I want to know who's advising Democrats as to what they need to do to actually win 2022. I'm here in Washington, D.C., and all the ads I hear on TV, they're not from any particular candidate. They're informational ads talking about the Democratic liberal plan to take away your health care, the Democratic liberal plan to take away your drugs, the Democratic liberal plan that's going to do all these bad things to you. But I don't hear anything from the Democrats in big messages that covers everybody to tell them exactly what was done, what they stopped us from doing, and why we need to win bigger majorities to get the things that need to be done for the American people. I don't see it. Now, Hillary Clinton recently at the New York Democratic Convention has a start of what needs to be said. I want you to listen to this, and then we'll take it on the other side.
Republicans will claim they're on the side of parents and family values, but they will do nothing for actual parents or families, nothing on child care, nothing on paid leave, nothing to help working moms and dads get by and get ahead.
Yes, I know Hillary Clinton may not be the best messenger, but you know what? She sure as hell is using the words that enough Democratic pundits, etc., are not using widely on TV. I mean, it is time for us not to be on the defensive. You don't have to be on the defensive when you are doing the right thing. Hillary talked about the Republican talking family values and not really supporting family values, but there's so much more. In Texas, and throughout the country, there's a crime wave, but specifically in Texas has liberalized guns. You don't even have to have a license to have a gun. There's shootings all over Houston and other cities, and they have allowed the Republicans to take command of the message to say, you see what electing Democratic judges do for you, releasing people on bail. Of course, the bail laws are passed by Republicans. The bail support system is supported by Republicans, and somehow Democrats are allowing themselves to be held accountable for the crime rate. The crime rate, there's a lot that causes it, and instead of being on the defensive as to the crime rate, they should be saying Republicans are causing crime because of their lack of social policies in these areas to support the building community. They are not supporting family values in giving leave and all these other issues. Democrats have the issues on their side. Democrats, not only the issues, but the issues are not the only thing that win races. You have to get to the passion of people. And what the Republicans are doing right now is trying to institute within the framework of one's mind the idea that somehow all these problems are caused by liberal Democrats or by progressives, etc. Instead, Democrats should be filling the airwaves with messages that saying all the problems that you're seeing today are based on what Republicans did, and it is time for us to get majorities that actually fix the problems. But we don't hear that in large numbers. We don't see that in social media. We don't see that in TVs for all these ads that are out there, just given message ads and not dedicated to a particular candidate. I've already started speaking to a whole lot of individual candidates, but they haven't won their primaries yet. It is a party that needs to get their act together throughout the country and start spending that money to seed the system. The one thing Republicans know, they know about softening up the system. You know, when a battleship goes into, when you get the Navy near to the shores of the place you're going to invade, you soften it up first. All this is evil, but you soften it up first with bombs so that you kind of make it easy for you when you come in with the cavalry or come in with all the Marines. They don't have that. They are not slaughtered at the beach's head. Well, right now, America is being softened by Republican messaging. They're softened so that when the election, Republican against Democrat, after the primary starts, after that begins, they have softened it so much that when Democrats think they'll have the time to tell their message, by then it is too late because it would have been cauterized in the minds of too many. The message that the Republicans are telling Americans day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute. Democrats, it is time to wake up and not simply depend on the mainstream media to have a few spokespeople telling things, but activate your base. Activate your bloggers, activate everybody to go out there on a consistent message of achievement, what needs to be achieved, and why more Democrats and progressives must be elected to get the job done.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.